welcome back to the channel, guys. So today we have the privilege of taking out this gorgeous Sierra RS Cosworth. I want to start off by saying a massive thank you to Kevin and Millie for letting me take out their absolute pride and joy today. So if we have a quick walk around the car, show you exactly what this thing is packing, because this is a perfect example. So coming down to the wheels, we have a nice set of Compomotive MOs. These wheels are absolutely stunning. These suit the car so well. And also a nice big set of AP Racing brakes, front and back. And they definitely stop really well. Like, you definitely need braking power like this on a car like this with so much power. The paintwork, this is like the iconic moonstone blue color, and it is in pristine condition. Like, there is not a single scratch that I can see on this car. It is just absolutely stunning. We're going to come over to the back of the car where we have the most iconic part of the car, which is the original whale tail. And a lot of cars that was built after this car tried to pull this off, but nothing has been able to pull off the whale tail like the Sierra has. I've brought Josh from JMR Media along with me today to get some insane photos of this car for you and for the owner and for our social media. But the fact that these cars originally started off roughly around about 15 grand when they were first made, that they're now going for in excess of 50 grand plus. It is absolutely crazy, but there is not many of these left. So these are basically going to be a rare, what I would class as a supercar. This, in my eyes, is a supercar. But obviously, originally, these did come out of the factory running around about 225 horsepower, but this is running twice that. Let's get underneath the bonnet and show you what this thing is running, because I know that it has a GT30 turbo strapped to it. Right, I'm actually speechless. Just lifted the bonnet and look at the state of this engine bay. The size of the GT30 turbo. Oh, it's just an absolute work of art under here. This has to be my favorite engine that Ford especially, or if anyone, have made. That it's just such a work of art. So the Cosy inlet manifold, such a piece of eye candy. I know that obviously they make replica ones that I want to put on the ST150, but this is a real one, and I cannot believe that we have one of these on the channel today. Wow. Enough of me rambling on too much about this car. Now let's get out there and enjoy this absolute weapon and make the most of it. Right, so we are inside this immaculate condition Sierra Cosworth, and I cannot actually believe that I am in the driver's seat driving one of these cars that I have lusted over since I was a child, and today I'm driving one. So just going back to the video that I did previously on JW Autoshine's Series 1, when I mentioned about the Recaro seats, they are one of the most comfortable seats that has ever been produced. Let's give it. I don't know what to say. Just the old school raw power is just phenomenal. The raw power, it's like being in a nightclub where you've got the bass pumping and like you can feel it in your chest. That is what it is like when you come on boost. The turbo's spooling up, you can hear it whining and whining, and then as you come off it just flutters like, wow. I'm hoping that you guys can hear all the fluttering noises that it's actually making. Can't beat it, honestly can't beat it. Certainly not the easiest car to pull away from at traffic lights. The clutch is quite high on this, and you just got to get that power point just right, but once you go in. What I love, as I was mentioned in one of my previous videos, that the owners actually use this all the time. Like, the only time it's stored up is on a rainy day. If it's a nice day in the winter, they still use it. Every day throughout the summer, they're using this car, and that's exactly how this car should be used, is as much as possible, because it's just phenomenal. It's such a piece of art, and how you can not want to show this off every day and actually use it is beyond me. And the fact that they use this all the time, I admire that so much. So hats off to Kev and Millie for this car. And as they were telling me earlier, they've owned this car for 26 years. So this is technically their child. Like, they've had this longer than I've been alive. But this car is actually surprisingly nice when it comes down to handling. Obviously there's no power steering like I mentioned before, like the Series 1, so you actually feel the road, but you just got to be aware and remember how big this car actually is. And obviously where these things are rapidly increasing in price, we have to be as careful as we can with the paintwork and stuff like that. That's kind of a nervous giggle. Really love to take this on a racetrack, because it's got so much power, and I can feel it telling me that just give me some shit, but I don't want to, because it's not my car, and if I was to crash it I would definitely not be able to afford to buy it. Do you know what? I think I actually just felt my soul leave my body just from that one pull up that hill there. The adrenaline and stuff that you get inside, it's hard to describe, but the noises, everything about this car, it's such an experience. Just another first gear pull. That is no joke. That thing is, oh my god. Right, we cannot do that again, because I think I actually need to go change my trousers. Woo! I am sweating. Like, first gear is savage, second gear is just off the charts. I want one of these so bad, because I would drive it a lot, like Kev and Millie do. I would drive this all the time, because we've just been through the high street and the amount of people that stare at this car is ridiculous. I think this thing gets more attention than like 100, 200 grand supercar, because this is unreal. Wow. is time for us to give this car back, which I really don't want to, but driving cars like this on pretty much now a daily basis has given me so much fire inside to work so hard just to have one of these cars in my life. And if you guys could go over, click that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new, it would mean an absolute world to me to be able to do this on a daily basis and bring content and cars like this for you to watch for free. You gotta hit that like button. So this is gonna be the end of the video. Thank you for watching. Make sure you stick around for the next video and I'll see you then. Oh, how embarrassing.